When and why did you decide to start this business?
Actually, before anything else, I would like to thank you for having this interview. I know that this is part of your requirements for grade 12. Okay, going back to your question, why I choose to start this business. Well, the story goes this way. I supposed to have an office because before my office is in my place and my client started complaining because my place is quite situated in a higher place, so and some kind of a remote place for their safety and convenience. I started to have an office here, and then few days after, during the opening of class last school year, um, a certain student came and asking if we could do the printing of school papers. So I said yes, and from then on, uh, students coming for that same purpose, and later on asking for photocopies. So I bought another printer for photocopies. So in short, this was not planned as a business as it is right now. This is supposed to be an office for construction because I've been constructing houses, swimming pool, medical clinics for 13 years. So this was just an accident actually. Catering, school printouts, school IDs. It wasn't part of the plan actually.
So, why did you think it was a good idea to start that kind of business?
Okay. Um, when that thing happened, when students started coming in, I had this paradigm shift. You know what? A brief shift of idea. Uh, I thought that an office will going to earn out from its business, for example, construction. So my income should come from construction business. But I noticed that why not making an office that will going to generate income every day while expecting income from your main business? Because most offices are, we call it the conventional business. If you have a business, then you have a table, and then you will just wait for clients to come in. So that's the conventional one. That's what I was thinking also before. Okay, so then I started making this. I designed it like this so that every day I could cater clients not for construction but for clients like wanting for photocopies. And every day the office is generating income while expecting for the real source or the real business. The other day I was in Malapascua Island, surveying the area because someone asking me to go there for out day spent for that tour. I was there only for 3 hours. I was there for 3 hours, and I spent 17 hours from here going there and coming back here for 17 hours. Three hours of that was only to stay there just to be sure the area. They want me to make resorts there, 3 resorts, beach resort. So that's the main business. So again, uh, knowing that I could cater also clients other than construction clients. So this is it. And then later on, I expanded the services, uh, catering also school IDs, lanyards. That's it. And then it's generating. Okay.
So next, how did you learn what is the potential customers wanted?
When money started coming in every day.
So next, what strengths or assets did you use to start this business?
Okay, that's a very good question. Well, I did not plan this for just one night. Um, I took a whole, think it thoroughly because this is not a joke. Putting up a business is not a joke. It's okay if the ROI, the return of investment, will come swiftly. You don't know that. Uh, Not until everything that you plan out will be realized and the result is good. But they said business is very risky, but you can actually minimize the risk if you will go into have a thorough planning and set aside also your greediness. Um, this is a service-oriented business, so service is our priority, and we know that um, after business is money. So 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 that's how we do it. Uh, I planned out everything. Of course, I prayed a lot. That is not something that I should be ashamed of. But, without that portion of my life, I would be nothing. Um, I could not stand alone with all the skills that I have, with all the trainings that I've been through with all the degrees, with all the certificates and awards I could have granted. And just to say, I will be successful in business because I have those. But knowing that I have Him and He will going to strengthen me in spite of the difficulties. You know what? I'm a married person and this is the source of my income. When I started taking a home for my construction firm, because my men are now drug addicts. Before they're not, but they choose to. I suppose that they will be very good because I'm giving them more than the minimum wage. Some of them are receiving 1,000 pesos a day. It's quite high already, yet they become drug addicts because they can already afford. So I said, we cannot go the same way. So I better take the whole, or rather continue until you will going to reapply. Okay, so I took a hold and then started making an office where I could make plans, building plans and building designs, where I could no longer hire them because they do not know this kind of stuff. But if I will push forward in actual construction, then I would rather ask in their services because I will be lacking of men. So the only way to stop being with them is to have an office and take care this kind of stuff. So I'm alone now. And they're always asking me if I'm still in the business. And I said no, but actually I'm still in. But it's different now because I'm outsourcing with my men now. Not like before, I'm paying them daily. Okay, but this time I pay them pakyawan. So I don't need to be there all the time. So I pay them based on their output. So I'm just going to visit them before Saturday, and then try to evaluate their outputs, and then I could say this is the amount I could pay based on their output. Unlike before that I had to be there all the time, if not every day. So it's quite very tiresome, very time consuming, effort consuming. So having this kind of business, this is very, very good. This is even very good than construction firm, actually. In construction firm, you will get money, big sum of money. Okay? But is that every day? No, it's not every day. It's you will get money every time you will ask from the owner. And asking that from the owner is not every day. It's monthly, quarterly, something like that. So you will have those money. But the money you will receive, just imagine in a daytime you will spend 50,000. It's just only a block. 50,000 usa lang naka-estina. Okay, so you will get big sum of money, but you will spend every day a lot. But here, you will get little, but that's every day. Okay, and then if you will going to compare how much you earn in a month, it's the same. So how's that? I don't need to go to site, init Pakistanan sa construction site. I sleep here because I wanted to cater at 6 p.m. as early as 6 a.m. So I'm not just catering students but also workers. Okay, before going to their office or going to their workplace, then I could cater also their printing needs. Okay? So I sleep here. And nobody's sleeping now in my house. We all sleep here. Okay, that portion is also mine. This unit here. And my kids and my wife, they started sleeping, okay? And then the one sleeping there is my dog. Okay. So that's the now. I have here just like a student, like you, work immersion. So, and then I trained him. I told him, I'm not going to train you to become a worker. I will train you to become my future competitor.
Nana ko yung cellphone na.
Because I'm not a too tight person. I don't like to be greedy. I wanted to give it all. But I said, with that short period of time, I can teach you everything, but you will not learn everything that I'm going to teach you. But anyway, this is what I told him. Knowing about computer as an end user, as an expert in applying the programs in computer, I started that not when I was young, but when I finished my study undergrad. So I said, you're still young and you're still applying to expand everything that you learn. You can be like oriented for them. Just don't lose hope. Okay, just continue, keep moving forward. And then when you are up there, stay humble and be a good person. So that's it. So that's the same thing that I could say to you. When you're up there, don't look down on anyone. Okay? The more those who are there on the downside. Okay, so being on top is not something that you're going to brag about. But being on top is an opportunity for you to live someone who is not there. telling you this, not just a speech, but this is my actual man, my actual practice. When I give you 80 pesos for your school ID, do you know how much is that when you buy that up anywhere else? How did I do that? Because I'm not after it for money. Okay? Money comes after service. No matter how small it is, you will going to accumulate those small little things will become big. And no matter how big you have, the same amount of food you will going to eat every day. So why you needing so much if you need only what's enough? Okay? When I was at your age or even younger, you already have that much because I done this money lending, microfinance. When I was 17, I had already microfinancing. And that made me boastful because I had much. I had many girlfriends. And when my girlfriends planning to meet up, and then when I went to my business area where I lent money, they were there. I was surprised. They're not quarreling. They were just looking at me. And so I was so ashamed. And so then I realized I was in the right track. It was not a good thing that I did to them. So I asked sorry and then I left them. And then I started course, different course. So I did community work with the officer. And then I applied the skills that I have in microfinancing and I started helping people until now. Okay, so that's it. When you're up there, it's not something that you are going to be boastful or brag about, but something like an opportunity to help someone. Especially a business like this, you cannot expect all students have money every day. And yet the project has a deadline. So I keep telling them if you don't have, then you can pay later. Just make sure you can pass on time. So students coming here, yeah, we have to money. You cannot pay me when you're able. So that's it. Why? Because if you lose something from that boy or from that girl, he's not the only client you have for that day, right? And then other students, you can ask them. Of course, you will not going to tell them a lie and if they supposed to pay 10, then you will just say 15 just to cover up the losses. No, you're even though you're still getting a little amount from the next client, then the next client, the next week, with those little things can cover up the losses for that day. And then later on, that boy will going to pay. Then everything is patched up, everything is in place. So that's it. Be greedy and do not be too afterly of money, okay, in business. So this is, for me, this is the best business I ever had. I have my wife and my kids at my side 24/7. So that it's difficult. You're earning 6 digits a month. That's what I'm learning. 6 digits a month. So, basta mag-anak. And then, wako'y 50. Di ba? Di ko kinanglan nga. Di ko kinanglan maligo every day. Yeah, that's the joke side of this. When I wake up, kay nga naman ako mag-iiti, maunay manuktok, ako mag-close sa roll up. Bukawon ko, kuya, bangon na. Yung anak, so no time na maligo. so yun nani. And then, by the end of the day, mag-away na ang nasa unos, nagkana, kaya sa ng mga tao nagkatuan. So, I hope, I hope you can also create a business like that, or like this. Not just printing shop, but business wherein your husband, your kids, naara sa inyong pananaw. Ikaw doon, inyong misis, inyong mga anak, naara sa inyong doon. And yet, nag-generate this income. This is actually a family business. The one who is making money is my son and my daughter. Okay, so I train them. Ako na yung and then when something wrong with the spelling, we go, what thing ni mo gi-check? Ano actually? Ingon ana ang kuan. No? So that's it. And what's the next question?
So, what problems did you face in setting up this business?
Okay. What problem? The problem okay. I would not say there was no problem. Okay. The problem was I thought that my daughter, who is the eldest child, and my son would accompany me so that they will be managing here and I could go for construction site business. But that was during the pandemic time. Kaya naaraman sa balay, di ba? So naarapod mi diri, okay ra kay tanan. Pero unanticipated, no matter how good sa imong planning, pero naiging mga unexpected. Niskwila mo sila. Ako may nahabilin. Di na ko kalakaw, di ko katos construction site nga, naglibog na ko. Manawag ako mga tao, sir, unsay among buhaton karon sir? Mga anak ko nga, alam, manira ko na diri ay, di buhato ko ninyo, kaya may mabilin diri. And then I thought that it's easy for me to train my wife so that if I'm not around, she'll be the one who will stand here. Hindi pa niya siya interested.
May problem.
Kaya mingo naman siya nga, ako din kinsa may mulutong pagkaon. So that was the problem. So what I did, I started training them. Anak na lalaki, anak na mga babae. And now, sila na ang makarana nila ng yun. Even wala ko na nagyapo sila. So that was the problem. It was the who going to run this business. Okay, at first we opened this as office man, where I could hire people like carpenter, mason, tile setter. And that was the first, that was the initial plan. Not like this, na mag-photocopy, mag-print, ingon ana. Okay. Pero eventually, naingon natin din. And then, pili siya sad story. Very interesting story.
So the next, has the business good or service changed over time?
Yes. We do. It was not an abrupt thing and happened. It was a gradual thing na nag-expand with some services. Is that the question or about it? Okay. At first, we cater on the kanang kuan, kanang printing and photocopy. And then later on, they're asking if how they could share their or send their file. And yet, I don't have that internet connection. So what we did, We operated this without internet connection. Actually, wa pa ganini 1 month kini kay internet connection, and we already uh, operating more than a year. Just imagine, more than a year na nag-operate niya, wa kay internet connection. How did we do that? Okay, actually, this kind of business, you can run this without internet connection. We proved that already. And then you can make ease. No, masayo na lang siya if you have internet connection. But bisa nagmagbagyo niya, wala kay internet connection, we can still operate here. So, ang di ko alam naman kung magbagyo, why kurente. So, actually, I bought a generator and we can still operate. So, that's it. Na-proven man na mo nga, bisan di wala ni internet connection, makakuan niya kung misin yung mga files. So, we can do that through kanang mga wifi. Kuan ba sa mobile ba? Kana o Bluetooth, yung nala niya, kana ganing yung hotspot. Ang nakaapan lang sa hotspot, kay ingon ani ay nahitabo. Free man diri. Kuya, hotspot. Kuya, okay, hotspot lang. Opo, 812. Boom, kung, look, anong gamay naman ng kay niya kung load? Nag-download di eh. Hotspot, free raman nga. Nag-download. Bugi man si Kuya. Free raman to. Kudong, dili man ni siya para man na imong i-send through kanang messenger ba para ma-send lang yung lang. Oh, dili na yun kuya. Oh, so what we did, mo ni siya naghimo ni. O ni piso wifi. O kaya magugog nilang sila kaya or else mag-download na po. So what I'm saying is that we expanded our services in a gradual manner, step by step. And so with the pricing, at first, that photo printing, we ask more than the amount. Kana gagmay na lang di kaysa na ang amount. But actually, bisan gamay na to ang among dako-dako na jutay ang among amount. But we are offering pinakaubos din sa Compostela. Pero ano ba, knowing that this is the puhunan, this is the capital for that, and then dako kay ng percentage na ma-income mo ka eh. Yeah, you're praying every day ba? O niya ka ng dako kay patong dito, maluoy ka sa mga tao. So what we did, ginisa na mo, pabaratuhan lang na, oy, so barato naman na ako, barato ka pa yun na. So mo na siya, ang nakita ko na siya doon, kay barato, at magtipunog ng mga tao diri mura na ngayon rin binabang ito, abot ito sa danan nila kapuntan. Basta makita na lang yun niya, ang uban mo back out ng manahaw. Taasa na sa linya ko yay. Kala siya may
Next is, what is the impact of the business on the natural environment or the community?
Okay. For the students, okay, I will going to divide this from the student sides and from the parents sides or the worker side, parents work / worker side. Now for the students, good if you are good in English, you have your PR, right? You have your mga nakatid mo mga topics. Projects din mo. And then mostly, nagkinanglan din sila help in terms of grammar. So here, I will not go into French, not unless na-check na ko. Okay? And then at the same time, mauni siyang tuyuan yung mga monitor, nakaswivel na siya. Para at the same time, nag-correct na ko, matutuan ko ng so dyan. Ikot siya niya, just like sa imo, yung ko. Kani siya diri, kama siya. After sa kama na space usa. Always remember that every after punctuation mark na space na one letter and one. Just like that, no? Kani siya diri, and then kani lahit naman sa siya auto diri, it's another paragraph. So matutuan ng estudyante at the same time, which you cannot have anywhere else yet. Hindi so yung kapaprint, print na siya dito. Yung pagtan, Kung namuha na dito, daghan kay correction ng teacher dito, di ba? So, dire ako, i-apply po na ko ang ako pagka-educator for free sa mga estudyante. Isang 5 pesos lang na mapailan. Free na po. Okay? So, mga resume nila, ilang application letter, parehas lang sa entrepreneurship. It's fine with me. Wala, free of service na sila. So, they're telling you that, another, sa parent side, sa work, kanaga ng workers, iba ba mo less than 2 years na nila, but actually more or less 50 na kabuga kung natabangan ng work abroad. Abroad na. Wala na nilabot diri local, diri sa Asia, sa Virginia, sa Namibia, Mitsumi. Ang kana lang sa abroad, more or less 50 ka po ilahang resume. Hindi man kayo ba, it's not a guarantee na graduate of college pa ay hindi ka na. But with the expertise and the experience I had, natabangan ako, and they're now enjoying. Kuha na sila sa abroad. And then, pag sige, may kontak kayo din. Kumusta mo kaya? Antay ka, waldas na karoon din na ha. Hindi mo na anak. So, is it not a good thing to hear na natabangan na to with this kind of business? So, nindot to kayo na how much more ka itong mga locally employed na natabangan po sila. And not only those who are applying for a job, even those who wanted to resign. So, nag-imok po na din ang ilahang mga picture. They don't need to wear a suit just to have a formal nga ito. So with the help of kanagin sa technology na to and the expertise, nabang na itong gano'n of Rabia, so mura mo po ni assistant owner. So, natabangan na ito for 20 pesos. 20 pesos upat na nakatubay ito. Or pulo katubay ito niya kung patuwan pa iwan. So, inunan na. So, natabangan na ito. Kaya ang akong concept is that they're looking for a job and they're spending a lot. Yung tabang pa kung doon nila, kaya akong pamahalan. So, it's really a big help for them. So, again, this is a service for them. Okay? And money comes later. And I think that's it.
So, last question. What is the name of this business?
Okay, the name of this business is Service Hub Building Design and Services. Okay. Service Hub, because we cannot just say this is a printing shop. Because when you say printing shop, all about printing. But this is not limiting only to printing business. It caters a lot. Okay, I also make affidavit of loss, affidavit, absolute deed of sale. So that is not part of printing job. So it caters a lot. So it's like service central. Another term for central is hub. So that's why we combine it with service central or service hub. Okay, and then since this is also about construction, I have projects running there in the market. Nanya tadi ay first na to na satellite, first na branch na to na naana sa Tuol. Okay, where we could put our tarpaulin machine open even on Sundays, and then the blueprints, okay, kanang sa mga plano bitaw. Kung ato mabutang kayo nga dagko ito nga machine, yung amoy ko dili, buka kayo lisod kayo pagpasakaw niya, dili nga gihon ito out na siya kayo, transfer siya dito sa tanaw. So I will also prepare this one. And then, but this is surely for one training center. I had a training center before, and it's called Perspective, training center for AutoCAD. Okay, actually, I am an assessor for Tesla in Sydney sa technical company for assessor so yung data.
That's all, yeah.
That's all. Okay. I hope you learn uh, something from this business and from my words. Those words are not just to flatter you, but those words are coming from my heart. And then I really, really wanted to convey it whole life. And then hopefully when I'm no longer around, people could still see someone like me. And that is me. Okay? Okay. Cherish every day. Be happy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.